there are a lot of things that are good for it and some bad things about it also.
There is also I say for my side, DIY sometimes is good. Although to be with a group sometimes also is not good.
A lot of people, they thought that it's just going to be very easy because what's in the social media is just very easy to just ride a train in Europe. But you have to be very complex and you never know the road there. Most of the time, they don't even have elevators. First timers or not, Labbaik is still for you. Since you're a DIY traveler, and I know I said, like, I acknowledge that you are also traveling on groups because of your business. But, like, tell us the insights of being a DIY traveler.
There are a lot of things that are good for it and some bad things about it also.
Yeah, actually, we also go DIY, but we don't, we go DIY because we have to. For us, it's very important to know both sides as an agency, traveler, and as a DIY, right?
Yeah, I agree. Going with DIY, there are things that I want to try. That's why we go with DIY. I want to do my own itinerary and such things. But when you go to the travel already, you experience the things that cannot be done.
How long are you actually like curating your itinerary? Because I know you've been traveling, for example, in Europe for like 2 weeks or more.
Yeah, so for me, I do my itinerary study maybe months before. So
That's
let's
what
say
I
6 months, and then after a few months again, 3 months before the flight, I study again, check the itinerary. It's quite taxing, but for me, it's fun. So there's pros and cons a lot.
You know what? That's what people actually don't understand about us, right? Like, they thought that we're really going to a lot of places and they saw us and they think like all of our trips are already arranged by our partners. For example, the last time we went to Morocco, it isn't like that, right?
No, it's not. Actually, when DIY in Morocco, we face many sequences there. Number one, for the area itself, it was not that well to travel because majority of this is mountains. The roads is very narrow. You are not familiar, always under radar. So many of like many things you could not expect in your way when you are in DIY. The most important also, when you are DIY, sometimes, God forbid, something wrong happen, there is no fast rescue. You have to rescue yourself by your own self, unless you are with a group. And this is also very important.
I remember we were in Turkey and our car was Sera, right?
Hmm.
Like, we had a problem, and because in Turkey we have so many friends already, they were able to rescue us within less than 2 hours. But I mean, if you're going DIY and you don't know anyone, especially on the places that are very foreign, like it's your first time going there, it's not for everyone, I would say. But for us, maybe we're brave enough already to try because we've been to a lot of places, probably.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, there's a funny story I can share with you guys. Recently, we've been to Austria. When we went to this small town called Alstadt, I thought during making my itinerary it would be quite easy because Europe is very connected. And when we reached to the station for the Alstadt, it's at the opposite side of the town. So it's along it's a opposite of the lake, right? So we have to take a boat, the train going to the boat station and then get the boat. The problem is the boat is way down there and we're bringing 4 luggages with us. So it is like very hassle actually to do it DIY.
When we went to Austria, I told him, right? I messaged him like you should get a car when you come here. And you were even saying, what? They're just gonna ride the train coming here?
Yeah, it was actually very surprise to me. He did,
And the parking was really expensive.
yes.
Yeah. Well, I think there are also nice moments about the train ride and everything, the boat ride.
Agree.
But there are things you cannot see when you're doing the itinerary, right? So one of those things, the luggages. How would you bring the luggage from the boat up to the pier?
In Europe, don't have anyone who's gonna help
Who is
you.
gonna help you? Yeah.
Yeah.
And if someone will help you, don't.
Don't entertain any kind of hand.
What is interested with the train also in Europe that you have to keep your eye on your luggage all the time. So you cannot sleep, you cannot relax. There is everywhere, and sometimes they are giving you a alert. Keep yourself alert for the those who can stall you or something wrong happen. Always keep the emergency number with you. This is actually was like something is like terrified, especially in France when you arrive to Paris.
And another thing, the space for the luggages.
Yes.
Maybe someone say, okay, I'll book a train from this place to another place. But you'll never know that when you get to the train, there's no space for luggages.
True.
Right? So you have to find where you put these very big luggages. If you're bringing one, then you'll be lucky,
Which we never bring one.
which we never did.
You're in Europe, for God's sake.
So you never bring just one luggage.
That is more fun was the last time of traveling with the train from Interlaken
To
to
the,
Zurich. We don't know Deutsch. So we did not read properly our ticket, which is written there, the time from that to that. So I think the train, it is like it is open for the time to take it because I think it's every 15 minutes there is a train, but different directions.
what you didn't know is I booked the one that's for Saver. And this Saver, by the way, is about, I think, 115 francs. So imagine that one, that kind of train that you can consume for the entire 24 hours is probably like 190 francs. It's very, very expensive just for one way. So I'm like, okay, we're just gonna pay for the Saver. And we didn't really know that this has just specific time. That's a very good lesson for us, even though we have to pay another batch of 115 times 2 francs, because at least based on our experience, we can already tell.
I also tried this before, way back, maybe 2 years ago, when we went to Switzerland. We're from Geneva. We came from Paris, and our train ride is going to Geneva. From Geneva, you take the Golden Route going to Interlaken. So when we reached Geneva, the train for that ride was canceled. So it was moved to another train. And if you don't have the application, you wouldn't even know. So what we did was when we were at the platform already and we see the train saying this is not on service, we were asking people, where are we going to ride? Because the time is already ticking. And Swiss trains are just on the dot. If it says 12 o'clock, it's on the dot. So we were on a rush. We don't know. We have so many things. Maybe 2 luggage and 1 small one each. And there's 4 of us.
That was the time when he was with my mom and our sister. And they were going DIY. Oh my God, it was a disaster. Like our mom said, I'm never going DIY.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You see, when you book this, you never know how you come from this platform to the another one. And when you went there, oh my gosh, we have to bring it down. Rush because there's so many things. And the time in between 2 trains is only 5 minutes. You have to rush down, go to the other platform, rush again upstairs. My mother is not that strong. I have to go back downstairs, get the baggage, run up there. You know, all of these things you will never understand when you don't do it, when you don't see it there. So I think this is one of bad things doing DIY. You think that you know what you're doing, but you don't.
Yeah. A lot of people, they thought that it's just going to be very easy because what's in the social media is just very easy to just ride a train in Europe. This place is, yes, that's true, but you have to be very complex and you never know the road there. Most of the time, they don't even have elevators.
With regards to DIY, I think what works for DIY is, number 1, if you're going for a chill, just, you don't want to
Rush.
yeah, to rush. You don't want to have your time dictated. So you want to choose your own itinerary at your own pace. This is what works with DIY. But I think the other
This is also private for us.
yeah, but the other way around is if you also do this, then expect a lot of unexpected things.
That's right.
I think DIY for the familiar where you can go. Like you have been in France, then you bring your friend with you. So actually, we call this DIY, but in another way, you are already in a tour because you have a guide have experience before.
Yeah. So it's still a tour, right?
Yes.
And it would be better if you're in a tour because the itinerary would be much more planned.
It would be sulit.
Much more planned.
Yeah.
There is also for my side, DIY sometimes is good. Although to be with a group sometimes also is not good.
And I think the best thing about the groups is your travel is already planned. You don't have to think anything. Your couch, your bus, your transportation is
Even your food.
it's always ready. You know,
Yes.
you don't have to find where can I ride this, what time, something like this. If I don't reach it, oh, what's next? No, because the bus is already there. You know where to get the bus. It's already parked at the parking area, so you just go to the parking area. You can rest there.
I agree with some points and disagree with another points. Like as example, if this is large group, I am not suggest that you go to the large group. This is have to be small group or medium group.
That's why we don't really give those kinds of joiners. They call that joiners because most probably like they are in one bus 40. We have experienced this in South Africa. We were like probably 40 people in one bus because we were like I think 6 buses at that time. So it was a very beautiful place. It is still a group tour, very well organized on everything. But because of the number of people that was actually inside a one bus, it was very hard. It was delaying so much in a lot of things.
It's quite hectic because some people, they think, oh, there's still some minutes. Oh, it's just okay. It's not on the dot. We're not used to following time. Some people are early, some people are very late. So if I agree with you that the intimacy of small group is a lot better.
Yes.
If the group is all in one, like they are all coming from one place, or they are share with a lot of characters
They know each other.
and they know each other. Even if they share like a lot of characters, like they are same belief, they are same way to go. So will be no.
You know what? Actually, I agree to this because one thing I've really learned when we went to South Africa, it was mixed. So meaning to say different religions and different people. Of course, it's a group, right? I really saw how different it is that we are Muslims and a lot of us, of course, we're in Philippines, a lot of us are non-Muslims. After dinner, they would drink, they have an after party. So it was very hard because we have to wait. It's a group, so we have to
We're
wait.
doing nothing at all, just sitting there waiting for them, drinking,
Yeah,
making yourself look happy.
this is what we are trying really to imply to the people that mixing another, they're welcome.
Many
for
cultures.
us. Yes, they're welcome to come to us. But for us as Muslims to be mixed with another is very hard. Our food, it was always special. And sometimes you would feel embarrassed because every time you eat, you'll ask, excuse me, do you have like non-pork? You have like just fish? You have to always feel like you have some kind of special request.
They do feel out of place because all of them are like together and you're just
Yes.
in one corner of the place.
Yeah.
And also the prayer times, very difficult
Mm-hmm.
because they don't consider the prayer times during
This also will be good when somebody will remind you for the prayer times always, and when you will be all together as one group, especially if you come for pray. For the experience of the group, I can say you are bringing home with you abroad. You have the people who like if something wrong happens, somebody will gonna rescue you. Will gonna if you lost your money, someone will gonna help you. Whatever it will be happen, you will find somebody beside of you. At least if you are DIY or with you are only maybe with your wife or with your kids. Okay, this sometimes the thing is happen which you cannot take any action because would be more risk for your own self and for your own family.
and you don't even know what to do actually.
Yes.
Yeah, because you're not
And you are
preparing for the unexpected.
yeah, you are already like hung up, you cannot move because maybe you have your wife, you have your children, you are afraid to leave them, or you will be going to separate way, or you are leaving all your belongings, or many things could be happen with the DIY. But when you are with a group, regulated group, or with like you are already going and everything is have been planned for you will find more convenience, everything, more time to enjoy. So for me, for the larger group, I am not suggesting this for joiner. They are paying less money, but they are getting more tired.
You know what? I just want to butt in about the price. You just said it's going to be cheaper in a very large group. That's already given, right? But as I am the one who's really handling the tours in our company, and most of the people would honestly really message me why your packages are higher than the others. There's always the question. I'm sure you could also ask this. Like when we went also to Asia, like China, we went to Shanghai, some places in Asia. They were saying like why this one is cheaper. Number one, I consider the size of the group. I don't want a very large group. So if, for example, we have like 60 people for Asia, I make sure that 60 people will have 2 buses. Because I can actually just get 1 bus, right? But
It's more cheaper.
it is going to be more cheaper for us, but it would be very hassle. The luggages, oh my God, this is one of the problems with the agencies.
There's no shopping anymore.
No more. The luggage is full. Yeah. So always the size of the people, the place the hotels that we are staying in, we always try to look for comfort because if this is a group, if you are in a VIP or a private, you can always choose whatever. But in a group, as I am the one who's arranging all of the costing and everything, that's one thing. Of course, the meals. Some people, they think like you just take out the meals. But especially, for example, if you're going to China, we are making sure that everything is not with non-halal, It's very, very hard for us to travel and we don't even understand their language.
And I think in a nutshell, if you want freedom of your own itinerary and time, DIY is okay. It's really good. But if you want comfort, you want ease, you want peace of mind, and an unforgettable experience, choose. Bye-bye.